Vegas Raiders have absolutely crushed the offseason so far. They've added Pete Carroll, they've added Chip Kelly, they've added Geno Smith, and they have 9 picks in the upcoming 2025 NFL Draft. I've got my guys Anthony and Pete to join me so we can absolutely nail those 9 picks and help them be a playoff team in 2025. This is part of a series of mock drafts that we are doing on this channel, as well as the Gridiron Drive, their channel. It's going to be linked in the episode description. Number one rule of the mock drafts, folks, whether you love it or whether you hate it, drop us a comment, let us know, and let's get into it. All right, here we go. The first of 9 selections for the Raiders. We are going to fix the team. I know the franchise, but they've seen better years, but we have Tom Brady. We have Pete Carroll. We have Geno Smith. Pete, Anthony, we're in the GM seat, and we're taking these guys to the top of the toughest division in the NFL. You feel up to it?
Feeling up to it.
I think we got it. We got it. Between us and Pete Carroll, I think we're turning this thing around.
Is this the toughest division in football?
Is this what we want to do? We got 9 picks to make. I was just going to say, I want everybody to picture me in this mock draft, just like the Pete Carroll meme when he drafts DK Metcalf. Takes his
shirt off. Yeah. All right.
That's how happy we're all going to feel at the end of this mock draft.
Let's just do it. When we make the pick at 6, we all pop our tops off. Yeah.
All right. All right, here we go. So I think we got a few options here, guys. I mean, the Raiders are actually in a pretty good spot at 6. We're not going to do trade backs, but they're an option for trading back, even though they have 9 draft picks. I could see them, trading back for 2026 capital in particular. We've addressed the quarterback position. That's a huge check mark. So I don't think there's any pressure to look at Shedeur Sanders with Cam Ward off the board. Where are we going right off the bat? You're like, who are the high level considerations for this 6th overall pick?
I think it's like 3 different position groups. To me, it comes down to not even running back. It comes down to Jeanty, McMillan, or one of the corners, whether it's Jahdae Barron or if they loved Will Johnson more than everybody else does. But that kind of feels like more old Raiders than new Raiders.
I feel like in this draft, there's, Travis Hunter, Abdul Carter. They're in like their own tier. Then there's Tyler Warren and Aston Jeanty, who is like that next blue chip tier. Then there's kind of a little bit of a drop off depending on positional value. They're obviously not taking Tyler Warren. That would be insane. So I feel like it has to be Jeanty for where they're at. And I know that's everybody's making that pick, but right, I feel like it's got to be that pick.
Sometimes the simplest pick is the best pick, and we could sit here and try to do something wild. But once you have Pete Carroll and Chip Kelly, that kind of sealed it for me with Aston Jeanty. And we did this with Bijan, right? We made up 100 excuses why Bijan wasn't a perfect fit for the Falcons. It was too high to take him. Guess what, man? The Raiders need that. They need an exciting running back. He's going to be the centerpiece of their run game. I mean, I'm sorry, Sincere McCormick. You're gonna have to take a back seat here. Yeah, let's go ahead. We're gonna not get cute with it, and we're gonna take Aston Jeanty. And for Raiders fans, if you're bored of that one, that's why we're doing 7 rounds. You have 8 more picks.
And to be fair, just as a small aside, I would just like to clear up that everybody else did the Bijan thing, right? We knew he was going early. We knew he was going. If you were watching here, you knew that Bijan was going early. The non-believers told you otherwise.
Check those receipts, man. Check those receipts.
Yeah.
All right. Now, I think we have pretty much every other position available to address here. Wide receiver, we do need to look at wide receiver. I don't know if we want to look at wide receiver at 37. What's the immediate thought? I know we mentioned cornerback off the top as well.
I do think wide receiver is interesting here, depending on who's still there. Because, I mean, like, obviously Brock Bowers is Brock Bowers, kind of lump him in with the pass catchers. But they have Jacoby Myers and not a whole lot else. Like, Trey Tucker is a fine depth piece, but I don't really want to be relying on Trey Tucker as, playing starters reps. And I think with Geno, somebody that you feel a little bit more comfortable with sliding in there would feel a little bit better to round out that pass catching group. And there's some good players there still.
Yeah. I'm looking at the two receivers, Betch and Iomanor.
It's real high for me for Beck. I I like Aomanor. I think it's a little rich, but I do think that's the archetype. Like that's the build that they need. They need more of that
Mhm.
X boundary type guy.
Did Jaden
And
Higgins go?
Higgins went. Higgins
Ah.
went to 30. That's what I was going to say. With
Yeah.
Higgins off the board, you really don't have another option there,
Yeah,
right?
Higgins would have been the guy I really liked for them at 37.
Yeah,
We
I
could
think
wait.
you almost have to go Aomanor here.
Or if you want to wait and see if they can get like somebody like Trey Harris later on.
Not a fan of Trey Harris, personally.
It is your channel, but you're wrong.
This is our show. We're doing this together.
I
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I like taking Alec Aomanor there.
All
Yeah,
right. Well,
I would do that or one of the cornerbacks that are, that would be my choice.
let's look at what do we got here for corner before we make the pick. I think we could maybe try to play the game a little bit, see if we can get Thomas.
I
At
agree.
pick 68. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, let's do it.
Aomanor, we like it.
We like it.
Keep him on the West Coast there. Oh, there goes Darian Porter.
That would have been nice at 68.
Oh, yeah, we got cute with it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
This hasn't worked out for us.
We got to stop trying to get cute with the cornerback. If you're not familiar, by the way, I know we're releasing these on the Rookie Big Board channel. We're also releasing these on the Gridiron Drive YouTube channel, which will be linked in the episode description. So we took Benjamin Morrison to the
Saints.
Yes.
in the third round. So we don't want to repeat our picks. We don't want to get too cute with it here. Just in terms of overall value, I like Kyle Kennard here. I don't really know that it's a need.
Yeah.
How are they in at linebacker? What's their depth chart looking like?
Probably could use some help there. I think it's Bernie.
Yeah, Amari Bernie, Landon Roberts. They could use some help at linebacker, probably.
You think this is an all right? I mean, who are you looking at here, Pete?
I was looking at CP3, Chris Paul Jr. here.
Pete is our linebacking specialist here on the show.
Yes.
Played a little linebacker in high school, right, Pete?
That's right, at 5'6".
brought the thump right in the middle of the field.
7-on-7.
Yeah, I was told I could have played safety. Not really, but
Pete's a legendary flag football quarterback.
that is true. I was 2-0 in my starts in flag football. No
That's
interceptions, 6 touchdowns.
Perfect record.
I wore gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know.
It was raining the first week, Matt. I got used to it. Getting off track.
All right. Back. Safety's an issue.
Mm-hmm.
They did sign Jeremy Chin.
Right.
He's a bruiser.
You're lacking in the
Winston?
range department. I don't hate Kevin Winston there.
Yeah.
You think he's got the range? I feel like they need more of a free.
Yeah.
I'm okay with Winston. I'm okay with if we wanted to go Chris Paul, I'm all right with that. Pete, I'll let you make the call here.
I would be fine with either of those.
Ooh. I feel like we can get a rangy safety later.
Okay.
Possibly.
All right.
I feel like the linebacker drop off.
It's coming.
Yeah.
All right. Chris Paul it is. That works. So we're on to day 2 now. Pick 108 for the Raiders. We have thus far addressed wide receiver, running back, linebacker. Nothing on the offensive line, guys. That's probably a little bit of an issue at this point that we haven't touched that.
Yeah. They're touted as like a good offensive line, but they're not great. Like they could always improve there.
Some help for Kappa, maybe. Oh, there's our guy.
Willie Lampkin there.
We love Willie Lampkin.
We do love Willie Lampkin. Any tackles fall unexplainably to day 3? No, nobody crazy.
Not unless you're a Chase Lunt fan. He's fine. I wasn't hating on him. Any tight ends? No. All right, just joking.
There's a safety there.
Yeah, let's
A
look
free
at
safety.
that's what we were talking about. Let's look at that. What do we think here? You know what? I know he doesn't get a lot of hype, but Makuba.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I was looking at.
Like his tape's actually pretty good. I feel like he showed up in bigger games. I feel like at 108, that's not a bad.
No, it feels like good value.
All right, we'll go Makuba there.
Let's give him to him.
All right, staying or getting into the 5th round. A lot of these picks are late, huh?
Yeah.
3 6-round picks on deck, by the way. All right, getting into round 6 here. We could double dip a wide receiver. I just want us to know that's an option.
Yeah.
Oh,
Man, it clears out, like
Wow.
well,
it's like if you don't hit it in 3 and 4 by round 5 in these mocks, nobody falls.
the fun pick would be Ricky White. Keep him in Vegas.
Yeah.
We passed on him with some of our other mock drafts we've done. I think my guy Ty Felton right here.
Ty Felton for the brand.
I think for the brand, you're doubling down at wide receiver. I think that's absolutely appropriate here. Let's add him.
Yeah, I don't mind
like
doubling
that.
down on wide receiver. They're in a
Alright.
different situation now that they have quarterback addressed. you
Right.
know, Like,
Yeah. Well,
I would probably target a quarterback soon, though, if anyone fell.
Tyler Shucks there in round
go to round
6.
6. Oh, no. Hear me out here, guys. And if this is the first if this is the first of our mock drafts that you've watched, and again, some of them are over on the Gridiron Drive channel, you'll know you might not know that we do like Tyler Shuck.
Mhm.
And in
Streets
all
are talking.
seriousness, I mean, round 6, Tyler Shuck. The one thing I will say is, I don't know that Tyler Shuck is like a prototypical Pete Carroll quarterback,
Yeah.
but he's really good.
Yeah.
And in round 6, I think we got to take him.
And we've taken him in every scenario, but like we have to take him if he's here, right?
We simply must. We can't be denied.
Tyler Shuck, you are a Raider.
We are 3 for 3 on mock draft and Tyler Shuck.
PFF, figure it out, man. All right. Well, that's the first of 3 picks in the 6th round here for the Raiders. And just to recap what we've got Jeanty in the 1st, Alec Minor, Chris Paul Jr., Andrew Makuba, never can get it, Ty Felton, and Tyler Shuck. So we're skewing offense, but not fully. We're keeping it fairly balanced for a primarily fantasy football channel. I think we're being fair.
Yeah.
Where are we going here, fellas? And we are. I will just preface this by saying we're in round 6, so anybody that you like, feel free to make an argument for. We don't have to necessarily stick in positional need at this point.
Yeah.
I know we took a safety already, and I'm not suggesting we necessarily double down on safety, but I would just like to say I think RJ Mickens is a better player than a 6th round safety. I don't know. I have just a gut feeling that he's going earlier than we think when draft day rolls around.
Okay. I like that.
I would always go for some beef this late too.
Yeah.
Jackson Slater.
I'm never mad about, trying to beef up O-line or D-line late on day 3. Just take your swings. Even if you can develop a guy, like if it's offensive line and if you can develop somebody into a swing tackle or a backup tackle, like you need those guys. But everybody's offensive line gets banged up at some point. Like your backup offensive lineman is coming in eventually. So I really don't
you
think
like Slater, Pete?
Slater, yeah.
All right. Let's go with Slater. I agree. That good. That got us one more player off the board. But I agree to your point, Anthony. You really can't have too much.
Yeah.
Too much on the offensive line. I know we took Jeanty early, but it probably is worth considering. I mean, I was joking, but it really is Sincere McCormick.
And nothing else.
And nothing else.
Well, they signed Raheem Mostert.
Who did they draft last year from?
Did they sign? Yeah, they did, didn't they?
They did sign Mostert.
They drafted a guy from Delaware last year, right? What was his name?
At running back?
Yeah. He was like more of like a receiving back. Oh my goodness.
I should know this.
You should. I don't remember who it was either.
Well, I'll have my producer look that up.
Yeah.
I will say I love Woody Marks. I'm a big Woody Marks fan. Pass
like
catching
Woody Marks, too.
specialist. So he complements. We don't have to go running back, but I think it's worth considering. And like Pete Carroll, he wants a deep running back room.
Yeah.
They
And the
took,
Donovan Edwards fans might be making an argument here too, but I don't know if I could do that.
yeah. They took Dylan Lobb last year from New
Lobb.
Hampshire.
Yeah, but he's not on their
New
roster. depth
Hampshire,
chart.
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire. Delaware,
Lauby.
New Hampshire, same thing.
He's on the roster still, isn't he, Lauby?
It's not showing up on the depth chart I'm looking at.
He might be classified as a wide receiver.
He does show up on the running back depth chart I'm looking on our lads. Found it on there. But
Yeah, he's on there. All right. They also do have Samir White. Rip.
yeah,
Oof.
it was a fun ride.
Let's go running back, right? Why not?
You want to go? You want to go Woody Marks or Donovan Edwards?
Your channel, man. You make the call.
All right, Woody Marks.
Yeah.
We love Woody Marks here. This is the last pick. No, we have one more. Yep, this is it.
This is it.
We got to feel good about this one. Check the tight ends. Oh,
Yeah.
man. Rhonda Gatson would actually be hilarious.
You think they trade Michael Mayer?
They could. They should.
I hope.
I wish they would.
I hope Michael Mayer's a New York Jet.
We could take a
Ooh.
tight end just to, manifest it.
Yeah, speak it into existence.
Don't really love anybody left, though, at the position.
No, tight end's weird because for as much as we want to be like, it's a deep tight end class, it really like falls off a cliff once you get outside of like the top 4 rounds.
What about
Yeah.
Cameron Jackson? Again, let's just
Yeah.
add some. Let's just add some size.
Yeah,
I'll never be mad at that. Yeah.
I'm with it.
All right, we'll take him. Cameron Jackson, the final pick here for the Raiders. Again, we have absolutely fixed this team. And as you could see, all A pluses all the way down the board here.
Hey,
Look at that.
got
Another
we got
Shuck C plus.
Yeah, I was gonna say we figured out that you get an F for Tyler Shuck in round 4, but if you take him in round 6, you get a C plus.
Okay, I'll
All
take
right.
that.
So
Chris Paul, we debated Chris Paul a good bit, I think this is a good team though. I mean, it skews offensive heavy, but I think they have to.
I agree.
I think this team has to be focused on offense, and they've clearly focused a lot of their coaching changes on offense.
Mhm.
And with Geno Smith, right, the idea is that you got to give him pieces around him. And I think that he'll have an opportunity with this group, with Aston Jeanty, Aomanor, Felton, Marks. Like, that's a lot of good support.
Yeah, especially considering you don't really need Aomanor or Felton to come in and be the guy. Like, you have Brock Bowers. You know what I mean? Like, you have an option you can funnel your passing game through already. And you just added an elite 3-down running back as well.
Yep.
That Pete Carroll will want to make a focal point of the offense too.
You still got Jacoby Myers too in the slot. Like, I still like his game.
All right, Raiders fans, comment. Let us know how perfect we did on this. We want to hear it. Make sure you're subscribed. We're going to be back soon with another mock draft.